The Holy City, sung by Mr. Henry Burr, Columbia Records. Last night I lay a-sleeping, there came a dream so fair. I stood in old Jerusalem, beside the temple there. I heard the children singing, and ever as they sang, methought the voice of angels from heaven in answer rang. Methought the voice of angels from heaven in answer rang. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, sing for the night is o'er. Hosanna in the highest, Hosanna forevermore. Hosanna in the highest, Hosanna forevermore.
The Mabbott Street entrance of Nighttown, before which stretches an uncobbled tram siding, set with skeleton tracks, red and green will-o'-the-wisps, and danger signals. Rows of flimsy houses with gaping doors, rare lamps with faint rainbow fans. Round Rabbiotti's halted ice gondola, stunted men and women squabble. They grab wafers between which are wedged lumps of coal and copper snow. Sucking, they scatter slowly. Children. The swancombe of the gondola, high-reared, forges on through the murk, white and blue under a lighthouse. Whistles call and answer. The calls.
"Wait, my love, and I'll be with you."
The answers.
"Round behind the stable."
A deaf-mute idiot with goggle eyes, his shapeless mouth dribbling, jerks past, shaken in St. Vitus dance. A chain of children's hands imprisons him. The children.
"Kitog, salute."
The idiot lifts a palsied left arm and gurgles.
"Rahoot."
The children.
"Where's the grace light?"
The idiot, gobbing.
"Gagahest."
They release him. He jerks on. A pygmy woman swings on a rope slung between the railings, counting. A form, sprawled against a dustbin and muffled by its arm and hat, moves, groans, grinding, growling teeth, and snores again. On a step, a gnome, totting among a rubbish tip, crouches to shoulder a sack of rags and bones. A crone, standing by with the smoky oil lamp, rams the last bottle in the maw of his sack. He heaves his booty, tugs askew his peaked cap, and hobbles off mutely. The crone makes back for her lair, swaying her lamp. A bandy child, a squat on the doorstep with a paper shuttlecock, crawls sidling after her in spurts, clutches her skirt, scrambles up. A drunken navvy grips with both hands the railings of an area, lurching heavily. At a corner, two night watch in shoulder capes, their hands upon their staff holsters, loom tall. A plate crashes. A woman screams. A child wails. Oaths of a man roar, mutter, cease. Figures wander, lurk, peer from warrens. In a room lit by a candle stuck in a bottleneck, a slut combs out the tats from the hair of a scrofulous child. Sissy Caffrey's voice, still young, sings shrill from a lane. Sissy Caffrey.
I gave it to Molly because she was jolly, the leg of the duck, the leg of the duck.
Private Carr and Private Compton swagger sticks tight in their oxters as they march unsteadily right about face and burst together from their mouths a volleyed fart. Laughter of men from the lane. A hoarse virago retorts. The virago.
Signs on your hairy arse. More power the Cavan girl.
Sissy Caffrey.
More luck to me, Cavan, Cootail and Bell Turbot.
She sings.
I gave it to Nelly to stick in her belly, the leg of the duck, the leg of the duck.
Private Carr and Private Compton turn and counter-retort, their tunics blood-bright in a lamp-glow, black sockets of caps on their blonde copper palls. Stephen Dedalus and Lynch pass through the crowd, close to the redcoats. Private Compton jerks his finger.
Wait for the parson.
Private Carr turns and calls,
What out, parson?
Sissy Caffrey, her voice soaring higher.
She has it, she got it, whatever she put it, the leg of the duck.
Stephen, flourishing the ash plant in his left hand, chants with joy the introit for Paschal time. Lynch, his jockey cap low on his brow, attends him, a sneer of discontent wrinkling his face. Stephen.
Vidi aquam egredientem de templo alatere dextro, alleluia.
The famished snaggle tusks of an elderly bawd protrude from a doorway. The bawd, her voice whispering huskily.
Come here till I tell you. Maidenhead inside.
Stephen, Altius aliquantium.
Et omnes et quos pervenit aqua ista.
The bawd spits in their trail, her jet of venom.
Trinity Medicals, fallopian tube, all prick and no pence.
Edie Boardman, sniffling, crouched with Bertha Supple, draws her shawl across her nostrils. Edie Boardman, bickering.
And says the one, I seen you up Faithful Place with your square pusher that greets her off the railway in his come-to-bed hat. Did you, says I? That's not for you to say, says I. You never seen me in the man-trap with a married Highlander, says I. The likes of her, stag that one is, stubborn as a mule, and her walking with two fellas the one time, Kilbride the engine driver and Lance Corporal Oliphant.
Stephen, triumph haliter.
Salvi facti sunt.
He flourishes his ash plant, shivering the lamp image, shattering light over the world. A liver and white spaniel on the prowl slinks after him, growling. Lynch scares it with a kick. Lynch, so that? Stephen looks behind. So that gesture, not music, not odours, would be a universal language, the gift of tongues, rendering visible not the lay senses, but the first entelechy, the structural rhythm. Lynch, pornosophical philotheology, metaphysics in Mecklenburg Street. Stephen, we have shrew-ridden Shakespeare and henpecked Socrates. Even the all-wisest Stagyrite was bitted, bridled, and mounted by a light of love. Lynch, bah. Stephen, anyway, who wants two gestures to illustrate a loaf and a jug? This movement illustrates the loaf and jug of bread and wine in Omar. Hold my stick. Lynch, damn your yellow stick, where are we going? Stephen, lecherous links to la belle dame sans merci, Georgina Johnson, a dame qui laetificat juventutem meum. Stephen thrusts the ash plant on him and slowly holds out his hands, his head going back till both hands are a span from his breast, down-turned, in planes intersecting, the fingers about to part, the left being higher. Lynch, which is the jug of bread? It skills not. That or the custom house. Illustrate thou. Here, take your crutch and walk. They pass. Tommy Caffrey scrambles to a gas lamp and, clasping, climbs in spasms. From the top spur he slides down. Jackie Caffrey clasps to climb. The navvy lurches against the lamp. The twins scuttle off in the dark. The navvy, swaying, presses a forefinger against a wing of his nose and ejects from the farther nostril a long liquid jet of snot. Shouldering the lamp, he staggers away through the crowd with his flaring cresset. Snakes of river fog creep slowly. From drains, clefts, cesspools, middens arise on all sides stagnant fumes. A glow leaps in the south beyond the seaward reaches of the river. The navvy, staggering forward, cleaves the crowd and lurches towards the tram siding. On the farther side, under the railway bridge, Bloom appears, flushed, panting, cramming bread and chocolate into a side pocket. From Gillen's hairdresser's window, a composite portrait shows him gallant Nelson's image. A concave mirror at the side presents to him lovelorn, long-lost, lugubru beluhum. Grave Gladstone sees him level, Bloom for Bloom. He passes, struck by the stare of truculent Wellington. But in the convex mirror, grin unstruck, the bonham eyes and fat chuck cheek chops of Jolly Poldy